Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into some pretty intimate territory, literally. We're talking about butt stuff. Yeah, you heard me. There's so much to unpack here. The do's, the don'ts, safety, emotions, fears, and techniques. But today we're focusing on the biggest misconceptions about anal play, especially those perpetuated by mainstream media. If you're thinking about giving it a try this year and most of what you know comes from porn or random websites, then strap in. You're in for quite the ride. Let's break down what porn gets wrong and how to approach butt stuff with the right info. I'm Alex, your host, and I'm training to be a sex educator. On this channel, I like to have candid chats about sex, relationships, and all the fun stuff in between. But before we get educational, let me share a little story about my first time with anal play. This was over a decade ago with my second serious boyfriend. Up until then, I hadn't really experimented with anal stuff. It wasn't something I thought much about. I was pretty indifferent. I figured if I was with someone I trusted who wanted to try it, sure, why not? I was open to it. We'd been together a few months, still in that honeymoon phase where we couldn't keep our hands off each other. One morning, we were fooling around and he asked, "Want to try it from behind?" I said, "Sure, why not?" 1, it was morning and I hadn't been to the bathroom yet. 2, we had zero lube, so we used Spit Not Ideal, trust me. I turned around and he started going slowly, at least. There was a lot of communication. Does this feel okay? Yeah, you can go a bit more. It hurt, but not so much that I wanted to stop. Eventually he got in and we did it. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it that much, but it wasn't unbearable. I'm pretty sure I put on a good show for him. Then came the grand finale. You can probably guess what happened. We hadn't been to the bathroom yet, and let's just say there was poop everywhere. Sorry if that's TMI, but that's reality. It never occurred to me that morning sex might not be the best idea. I was mortified, but to his credit, he laughed it off and made me feel comfortable, saying it was normal and no big deal. Looking back, it really hit me how unprepared we both were. We had no idea what we were doing, and it ended up being awkward instead of amazing. Fast forward to now, and I've definitely tried anal play with my current partner. It's not my favorite, but it's not terrible either. I mostly do it because it pleases him, and seeing him happy turns me on. But I realize I haven't given myself enough time to explore it and figure out what I like. So recently, I decided to change that. I set some pleasure goals for the new year, including experimenting with toys specifically for that area. I want to learn what feels good without the pressure of a partner. And let me tell you, it's been pretty good so far. Speaking of trying new things, today's sponsor is Vegucated, one of the best online platforms for sexual wellness. They offer amazing video courses on topics like anal play, yoni massage, linga massage, ecstatic sex, and guided masturbation. Their tutorials are super detailed and graphic, with real people showing you exactly what to do. They're incredibly helpful for making new sexual experiences incredible and safe. If you're ready to prioritize pleasure in 2025, Vegucated is offering an amazing deal, 60% off their yearly membership. That's an extra 10% off their current offer by using my code IMPeriale. You can find the details below. Plus, they have a 24-hour free trial and a 14-day money-back guarantee. There's absolutely no risk in giving it a try. Check it out below and start your new pleasure journey today. Alright, back to porn and why it's a terrible teacher for butt stuff. A Vegucated course I took shared some eye-opening research about how porn misrepresents anal play, and it really hit home, especially thinking about my first experience. First, you never see any preparation in porn. Everything looks spontaneous and effortless. All you see is the D going in with no problem. But in real life, prep is crucial. They do it behind the scenes, but you don't see that. In my first experience, zero prep was a huge mistake. Spit as lube? Not ideal. Silicone lube is your best friend. Use plenty of it. And it's not just about physical prep with toys or foreplay techniques to relax the body, it's also about communication. Checking in with your partner, asking what feels good, what doesn't, and of course, consent. That's important too. Second, you don't see any issues or problems in porn. Let's be real, poop happens. No one ever talks about that. Or other things like pain and tears, which are super common. After my first time, I was constipated for days. I had no idea that could happen. Prep is essential to avoid these issues. Third, dangerous techniques are glorified in mainstream media. For example, anal to vaginal penetration without switching condoms or washing in between is super risky. It can spread bacteria and lead to infections. In reality, anal penetration takes time and lots of lube, which you don't see in porn. They skip these crucial steps, and so did I. Thank goodness I wasn't hurt and was with someone I trusted, but it could have been a lot worse. Finally, it looks like the actors are loving anal sex all the time in porn. In reality, that's not the case. For most people, including myself and the women I know, anal sex can be enjoyable sometimes, but not always. It really depends on the situation. A 2014 study found that women engage in anal play for various reasons: being under the influence, wanting to please a partner, personal desire, avoiding vaginal sex due to menstruation or pregnancy, transactional reasons, or even coercion. For me, my first time wasn't memorable. It hurt a little, but not enough to stop. I did it mostly because he wanted to try it, and I was curious. But nowadays, I do it more because my partner enjoys it and I don't mind giving him pleasure. There's still so much for me to explore to make it a better experience. That's why education is so important. My experience is probably similar to many others out there, and nothing like what porn shows. Communicate and create pleasure for yourself and your partners. A recent 2024 study found that despite the sexual revolution, many of us are still dissatisfied with our sex lives, especially with online dating being more challenging than ever. Gen Z is actually having less sex, and surveys show that fewer than half of people feel satisfied with their sex lives. Let's make 2025 the best year for pleasure, exploration, and sex. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay curious. Bye!